was gone for a year. When he came home, he told me the silly story of being kidnapped by pirates on Lake Michigan and kept in chains so he could not write me. I pretended to believe it, though I knew very well what he was doing. And then he met the milliner, Miss Williams, now and then, as she went to the city to buy goods, as she said. But a promise is a promise, and marriage is a marriage. And out of respect for my own character, I refused to be drawn into a divorce by the shame of a husband who had merely grown tired of his mortal vow and duty.
She loved me. Oh, how she loved me. I never had a chance to escape the day she first met me. Then after we got married, I thought that she would prove her mortality and let me out, or she might divorce me. But few died, none resigned. Then I went away a year on a lark. She never complained, she knew it all would be well. She said I would return, and I did return. I told her I had, while rowing on a boat, I'd been captured on Lake Vernon Street by pirates on Lake Michigan. Told her I'd been chained and I could not write her. She cried and kissed me and said it was cruel, outrageous, inhuman. I then concluded that our marriage was a divine suspension and it could not be solved but by death. I was right.
From Mendel's Opera House in the village to Broadway was a great step, but I tried to take it. My ambition fired at 16 years of age. Seeing Eastland played here in the village by Ralph Barrett, the coming romantic actor, enthralled my soul. True, I trailed back home a broken failure when Ralph disappeared in New York, leaving me alone in the city. But life broke him also. In all this place of silence, there are no kindred spirits. How I wish dusk could walk amid these paths of these quiet fields and hear these words.
When my mustache curled and my hair was black, and I wore tight trousers and a diamond stud, I was an excellent knave of hearts, which took many a tricks. Lo, when my gray hairs appeared, women laughed at me. They did not fear me, and I had no more great adventures.
Herbert broke our engagement of 8 years when Annabelle returned to the village from the seminary. Ah me. If I had let my love for him alone, it might have grown into a beautiful sorrow. Who knows? Filling my life with healing fragrance. But I tortured it. I poisoned it. I blinded its eyes. And it became hate.
I went up and down the streets, here and there by day and night, through all hours of the night, caring for the poor who were sick. Do you know why? My wife hated me, my son went to the dogs, and I turned to the people and poured out my love to them. Sweet it was seeing the crowds about their lawns on the day of my funeral, and hearing them murmur their love and sorrow. But oh, dear God, my soul trembled, scarcely able to grab a hold of the railing of this new life. When I saw Em Stanton behind the oak tree at the grave, hiding herself in her grief.
I've studied many times the marble which was chiseled for me. A boat with the furled sail at rest in the harbor. In truth, it pictures not my destination, but my life. For love was offered me, and I shrank from its disillusionment. Sorrow knocked at my door, but I was afraid. Ambition called to me, but I dreaded the chances. Yet all the while I hungered for meaning in my life. And now I know that we must lift the sail and catch the winds of destiny, wherever they may drive the boat. To put meaning in one's life may end in madness, but life without meaning is the torture of restlessness and vague desire. It is a boat longing for the sea, and yet afraid.
I was sick, but more than that, I was mad at the crooked police and the crooked game of life. So I wrote the chief of police at Peoria. I am here in my girlhood home at Spoon River, gradually wasting away. But come take me. I shot the son of the only merchant prince at Madame Lou's. For the note that said he killed himself while cleaning his hunting gun lied like a devil to hush up a scandal for the bribe of advertising. In my room, I shot him at Madame Lou's because he knocked me down when I said that in spite of all the money he had, I'd see my lover that night.
Henry got me with child, knowing that I could not bring forth a life without losing my own. In my youth, therefore, I entered the portals of dust. Traveler, it is believed in the village where I live that Henry loved me with the husband's love, but I proclaim from the dust, he slew me to gratify his hatred.
Action.
If you in the village think that my work was a good one, who closed all saloons and stopped all playing at cards, and held old Daisy Fraser before Justice Arnett in many a crusade to purge the people of their sins, why do you let the milliner's daughter Dora and the worthless son of Benjamin Porter nightly make my grave their unholy pillow?
I was attorney for the Q and the Adidemy Company, which ensured the honors of the mine. I pulled the wires with judge and jury in the upper courts to vict the claims of the crippled, the widow, and the orphan, and made a fortune thereat. The Bar Association sang my praises in a high-flown resolution, and the floral tributes were many, but the rats devoured my heart, and a snake made a nest in my skull.
Were you not ashamed, fellow citizens, when my estate was probated, and everyone knew how small a fortune I left? You who hounded me in life to give to the church, to the poor, to the village, me who'd already given much. And think you not, I didn't know that pipe organ which I gave to the church made its christening songs when Deacon Rhodes, who broke and all but destroyed me, worshipped for the first time after his acquittal.
Henry got me with child, knowing that I could not bring forth life without losing my own. In my youth, therefore, I entered the portals of dust. Traveler, it is believed that in the village where I lived, that Henry loved me with a husband's love, but I proclaim from the dust that he slew me to gratify his hatred.
I was sick, but more than that, I was mad at the crooked police and the crooked game of life. So I wrote to the chief of police at Peoria. I'm in my girlhood home in Spoon River, gradually wasting away, but come and take me. I killed the merchant prince's son.
She took my strength by minutes. She took my life by hours. She drained me like a fevered moon that saps the spinning world. The days went by like shadows, the minutes wheeled like stars. She took the pity from my heart and made it into smiles. She was a hunk of sculptor's clay. My secret thoughts were fingers. They flew behind her pensive brow and lined it deep with pain. They set the lips and sagged the cheeks and drooped the eyes with sorrow. My soul had entered in the clay, fighting like seven devils. It was not mine, it was hers. She held it, but its struggles modeled a face that she hated, and a face that I feared to see. I beat the windows, shook the bolts, I hid me in a corner, and then she died and haunted me for life.